Even though a search team did not find a Lake Michigan shipwreck that has eluded explorers for more than 3 centuries, they're not giving up. And tonight at 9:30, you can relive that recent search.
That's right. Earlier this summer, explorers stationed in Fairport, Michigan, tried to identify the Griffon, which disappeared in 1679 after leaving Washington Island. Now, the ship belonged to French explorer Robert La Salle, and Fox 11's Ben Krumholtz was with the crew this summer searching for that vessel. He introduces us to them and to the techniques that they used in the search for the Griffon.
It looks promising. It really does, so we'll see.
Optimism is high for Steve Liebert heading into his 7-day permit window for test excavation. In 2001, Liebert found this piece of timber at the bottom of Lake Michigan. He believes it's part of the Griffon.
It could be what we think it is, but we don't know for sure until it's 100% positively identified, a scientific identification, which is 100%.
After 10 years of legal and political battles, Liebert secured federal and state permits in hopes of confirming his belief.
Are you ready, Professor Reed?
At his side, he has highly regarded underwater archaeologists and scientists from around the world.
We want to find some details of the architecture of the ship, or also some artifacts which can testify that this is a wreck and this wreck is a Griffon. It's why we are here.
Michel Lehour is the director of France's underwater archaeological program. Lehour and 2 other French archaeologists flew to the United States to find proof if Liebert did find the Griffon.
If we can find some artifacts which testify that that's a Griffon, that would be a very tremendous discovery.
This is a 50-feet dive.
Ken Verana is the project's manager. He has worked on nearly 200 possible shipwrecks, including the Titanic.
There's about 75% of your time that go into preparation, and then 25% of that time, or even less sometimes, in the actual field work.
The preparation for this project didn't provide as much help as planned. Imaging around the timber protruding 10 feet out of the bottom of the lake projected a hard surface about 2 to 4 feet below the lake bed. Scientists believed the surface was likely part of a ship. Instead, it turned out to be a thick layer of mussel shells.
You really don't know, even with very sophisticated remote sensing equipment, until you start ground truthing.
The surprise layer of shells kept commercial divers busy, dredging deeper into the lake bed than anticipated.
We're approximately 6 to 8 feet in a pit right now below where we're looking for the timber in question. The dive plan now, according to the archaeologist and the French team, is just get to the bottom of this, see what it is. Is it a mast? Is it a piece of timber? Is it something from a barn from around here? We don't know.
Archaeologists hope to find a clue sifting through dredge spoils on their boat surface.
What takes the time is, getting in there, looking at it, not ripping through it, so you can actually, know what's there, whether it's cultural, natural, a combination.
So far, we haven't found and encountered any artifacts or anything.
Until they do, it's up to the commercial divers to keep dredging.
And it steps back in.
It's their job to find something for the French archaeologists to look at to see if it's part of the Griffon.
Maybe in less than 10 minutes tomorrow we can find some artifacts which it's a proof, or maybe we have to wait for 1 week. Nobody knows. That's a challenge.
For the full story on the expedition to identify the Griffon, watch our half-hour special, Shipwrecked, The Search for Le Griffon. It airs tonight at 9:30, right after Fox 11 News at 9.